Member for Isaacs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the member for the question, and perhaps I can answer it in summary fashion by saying that the bill placed before the parliament this morning pays for four critical initiatives. First, as the Treasurer has noted, it will pay for the childcare reform package, and for the electorate of Robertson, that represents 7,580 families. So it will pay for measures that make the childcare system simpler, fairer, less inflationary. It will provide most families with $30 more per week. It encourages 240,000 families, including 38,000 jobless families, to work or work more. And indeed, as the Treasurer pointed out, this is the somehow as to how we pay for childcare. In fact, I debated with the Treasurer whether we should actually call it the somehow bill. I favoured the Social Services Legislation Amendment defining the way somehow to responsibly pay for childcare reform bill 2015. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. And I might just take this opportunity, Mr. Speaker, through you, to put to the member for Jagga that if the grandparent carer cohort is the primary or only concern that Labor have, let's have a cup of tea about that. It is a very small cohort. As you would know, it's about 3,000. It's a genuine offer. I will shout the cup of tea, and we can sit down and talk about that. The second thing, Mr. Speaker, the second thing that this bill pays for, is that all FTBA families will receive $10 more a fortnight. All FTBA families would receive $10 more a fortnight. That is 1.5 million Australian families that would receive $10 more a fortnight. Also, all young recipients of DSP and youth allowance, over $10 a fortnight better off. In the long term, it restrains expenditure growth, and so it assists us maintaining and achieving a surplus. It does all of these things because, yes, we're prepared to make a very difficult decision, which is to phase down and, in the end, ultimately remove the family tax benefit end-of-year supplements. That is not going to be a simple thing to do. No doubt it was more popular in 2004 to introduce them than it will now be to phase them out and remove them. But these supplements at the end of the year that come as a lump sum to FTB families A and B, they were produced in 2004 in Peter Costello's 9th budget, when he was predicting a $13 billion surplus. Yeah. In the years preceding 2004, there had been a very large problem with end-of-year debts. That problem has stabilised. Into the future, we will be able to very dramatically decrease that problem with the single-touch payroll system. So what we have is a situation now where the overwhelming number of families are receiving an end-of-year supplement to pay them to reimburse a debt that they don't have, and we think that money can be better spent. Better spent on childcare, better spent on the fortnightly cycle for FTBA families, better spent in a way that increases employment across that sector.
The minister's time